So you want to choose your maps like all the streamers or all those people that you see on YouTube videos getting tons of divines, especially like from breach mobs. 1 million mobs spawn in breach and divines just explode. But when you try to do that, you just go up and die. Like, why? Why that happens? It's not because you have a weak build. Well, okay, your build will be weaker. You don't have your currency, and the the reason you die is because of the modifiers on a map. For example, a white mob is so strong just because of a modifier like this. Does 38% damage as extra cold. That is a lot of extra damage. Sometimes you get it with penetration, or sometimes you have a crit build and you go on a map and the modifiers are like that. Monsters take reduced damage from crit, so you don't do any damage and then you die because the mob doesn't die. If the biggest reason that happens is if you try to copy one of these trees like people use. It's indeed super, super good. 25% more effect of prefix or suffix. So you either get a good one, you get increased, like for example, if it procs on this map, I will get increased modifiers, magic chest, monster packs. That is good. All the prefixes are positive and all the suffixes are negative on Waystones. So this is where this comes in place. So you open a map and you either get the good stuff or you get fucked. So that is not good. You especially you always get lots of these small nodes if you can. Well, you can't have too many of them. You are limited. You lose on other good stuff. And the other way is effective precursor tablet. That is the OP stuff. For example, let's look, let's see if I have somewhere I prepared some towers. If I can find it. Okay, where was it? Where the fuck was it? Okay, so look at this area. I have these towers, for example. So if I do a map here, because of the Atlas tree, now the numbers are a bit bigger. If I just enter, I get increase the quantity and rarity, and with 25%, with a 20% chance, this will double. But we also have the small nodes that will increase the effect. And the precursor tablets, you'll notice every time you roll one, doesn't matter if they are for breach specific or irradiate, they do have modifiers like this quantity, influence. So now, by the way, uh, the precursor tablets, when they affect the map, only the implicit does something like irradiate, adds breach or delirium. However, the suffixes and prefixes, the explicit modifiers, do affect every map in the area. So for example, uh, now for example, even if it's not affected, let's say I'm gonna do this, quantity of maps. This one should go to 31, even if it's not, even if it won't be irradiated. Well, it got irradiated, so that's a bad example. But let's see here. Now you see the quantity increased even on this map. Even if the tower didn't affect it, it is in range. So when you click on a tower, you actually see the range. I don't know why I can't see the range anymore. Okay, this is usually you click the towers have a large range, and we're gonna see now with this. So the map can't be irradiated. I'm gonna put something with that irradiates. Okay, back size, essence. I don't want that actually. I want some quantity. Okay, we're just gonna do this. If it won't add a breach, but it will still add pack size. Oh, it added a breach. Fuck! Anyway, trust me. Anyway, that's how you do it. So if we look at this map, now it's just, so you just get even more towers. So you just open them. Now, if I go with this map and I get fucked by that modifier that will increase the effect of the suffix, the maps will become super hard and deadly. You will die. You don't want to die. Let's say your build is weak and you can't handle that type of modifier. It's basically 100% extra damage, double damage. Instead of going with 3k life, you need 6k life to survive that. So that is not good. So what you can do is this. You get some maps and you just augment them. Okay, which one is? Oh, I don't have orb of transmutations. Okay.
How can I help?
Transmute. Orb of transmutation, exalt. 61. Okay. Who even gathers this? Or crazy. So we do this. Just all the maps. Now, for example, this is amazing. It is an amazing prefix. If you now augment it and you add another modifier, it will 100% be something bad. You don't want something bad because a magic item can only have a prefix and a suffix. All prefixes are good, or suffixes are bad. For example, reduced flask charges. This one is bad. So you don't want to do that. Okay, just to understand something, if you want to optimize and get currency, you have to spend some time on preparing the maps. That is the most important thing. You have to prepare your maps ahead. Otherwise, you will just lose time. This is another positive one. So this one, because it's a negative that I just don't care about it, I will augment it. So now I get the 100%, I will get a good prefix, so that is good. Okay, magic pack size, that is good. This one is negative, I don't want this. If I put this and it procs with 25%, this is going to, and with the other modifiers, monsters will have 50% more attack speed and cast speed. You don't want that. This one, I'll show you what you can do with it in a minute. Okay, so this is good. Pack size, this is positive. This is a negative, but it's a negative that I don't care because it's just I do less damage, and doing less damage for me is not a problem since I have too much damage. So now I have this. Look, this one is going to be crazy. Crazy good. So we have these maps, which are super good to run. The next step is to regal them. However, if you regal them, you can get a bad modifier, you can get a suffix. This is where these omens come. They are 1 exalt each, but they are really worth it. If you have a map like this one, for example. No, where was the good one? Like this one. I just want to keep it safe. What I do, I just regal it, and the omen didn't proc. I don't know why the omen didn't proc. Do I need to have only one omen? Okay, probably only one omen. I fucked it up. Okay, so let's this one. This one. Let's see if it adds a prefix. No, the omen didn't proc. Why the omens not proc? Oh, you have to click the omen now. Okay, well, this is something new. I had no idea you had to click the omen. Well, I've learned. In PoE 1, you don't have to click the omen. You just keep it in your inventory, and that's it. So yeah, you get. Well, that is a good way. At least you can't use the omens by mistake. Okay, so we have these maps now, and we won't corrupt it. This one was a mistake. So when we go in, this map will have 25% chance of all these nodes to be doubled. Like instead of 47 quantity, we will have much more. We'll have double, and 24% rarity. Well, when people set up this, they will have different quantities. They usually get go in location with lots of towers, and they put good tablets. Good tablets are very expensive. Like tablets that have lots of rarity and quantity, they sell for several divines each. Okay, so when we enter now our modifiers from the Waystones, we either have the chance to double the suffixes or the prefixes. Let's see. So now we have a map like this. I'm not sure exactly what they doubled, but we have 108 quantity and 116 rarity. That is a lot. So now when we clear this map, but my whole point was you have to prepare your map so you avoid any modifiers that you can't do. For example, shock ground is quite strong, 20% increased damage taken, but is not as bad as other modifiers. I do have a full breach tree, so for every one of these hands I open, I take 10% increased damage, but it goes away pretty quick.
I can't do that
Okay,
Not yet.
Crypt is an awful map to open breaches.
I need more time. There is power in this. I can feel it. Not yet.
Oh god, the second breach, fuck's sake. Well, yeah, that's another thing. For example, you noticed if you have like a precursor tablet that just has 6% chance for an additional breach, well now if you get the proc, it will have much more. I don't know why I opened. I hate breaches.
I can't
Okay.
do that yet.
But really, without the bad, dangerous modifiers, maps you can just kill armies of mobs and they won't do any damage. Only the modifiers are bad.
Victory is mine.
See, you get breaches are super strong. You get so much stuff.
Having enough already.
I do have a full breach tree allocated though.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. Wow, there's another breach there. Really? How many breaches on this map? Wow. Fuck. The breach. Okay, so basically, actually this is a good scenario to understand. This is how people juice maps. If my tablets were even stronger,
I'm carrying enough already.
So much stuff would drop on a map like this when you get like proc for extra breaches. Eh, I only have 20% rarity. If I would have tons of rarity, this would go amazing. Okay.
I need more time. There
Plus
is
they also
power
give
in
so
this
much
object.
experience. Their
I can
breaches are
feel it.
so good compared to anything else. Oh, let's put a sigil so we can kill this guy quicker. No! He died? No, I lost it. No, okay, he died.
Didn't break a sweat. I need more time.
Yeah, so this is what happens when you juice a map. I have no bad negatives that I can't handle. You choose your own negative mods. You invest a bit of time. And you're just gonna be safe. As I said, the shocked ground does hurt a bit, but it's not nearly as bad as anything else.
No mana! Not yet.
Come on, wake up.
What foul energy gives life to you? Not yet. Not yet.
So even the bosses with no extra damage modifiers, I think if I don't move, okay, still that stuff would kill you much faster. They're just weak. See, and here we go. The rarity actually paying off.
A rare treasure.
Yeah, and you still get your maps. By the way, these getting a Waystone drop chance, absolutely useless. Just invest in anything else and buy your Waystones from somewhere else, or do maps that drop
I have no
Waystones.
space for that.
Actually, I think that's a useless base, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Too much crap. Yeah, it's useless.
Not yet.
Anyway, there was another breach. I don't know exactly what it was. I'm just gonna go for it. But yeah, that's the idea. Um, what can I say? Regarding my build is I have a guide for it. It's a cast on minion that fire flower. It's a very cheap build. To improve it, I would need the belt and some crazy rings, but it's not needed. This is a gear. Just gonna hover it. And the tree, it's a recoup build. We recoup a lot of life. We use lots of jewels. The main jewels are jewels like these. With damage taken recouped as life, trigger, LA, crit, you want some crit chance. So this is my tree. It goes like that. These are super strong nodes. Some reduced mana cost of skills because we use Archmage. And I do reserve a lot. Cast on minion death. The gems are on Mobalytics. You can have a look on it. That's right. My current comment damage is something like this. Was usually bigger. I don't know. Must have removed something. It was like 70k. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So TLDR, do Waystones only with positive mods. Don't do Waystones like this. If you open a Waystone like this and the extra stuff procs, they will have like 70% damage as extra cold. I'm not joking, that is deadly. That will kill you. This way, only positive mods or mods you can use, spend a little time and you will get rewarded. Anything you do will get rewarded. And now this entire location that I have, this is another bridge. The entire location that I have now on the map for spending some time with the towers, it's just going to be super good to do. So yeah. But you can see how chilled you are on a map like this with no crazy modifiers. It's really worth it. In the end, what you get from the -1 is just extra Waystone chance, it seems. The mobs were supposed... Oh, that was a very quick breach. Why you close so fast? Yeah, so what you gain is only Waystones that they have really not a lot of value.